While the rest of the automotive world was distracted by flashy marketing and minor aesthetic upgrades, a silent revolution was being engineered in the ultra-secret laboratories of Tesla. This isn't just another electric motor. It is a definitive declaration that the future has already arrived. Elon Musk has just unleashed a technological masterpiece that doesn't just push the boundaries. It shatters them entirely. We are talking about a motor so advanced, so incredibly precise, and so powerful that industry experts are literally calling it technology from the future. It's lighter, faster, and more energy efficient than anything we've ever seen on the road. No noise, no lag, just pure, instantaneous power that responds at the speed of thought. Tesla hasn't just improved the electric car. They've fundamentally changed the DNA of motion itself. But how did they achieve this? What is the secret science hidden within this machine? And why does it make every other EV on the planet look like a relic of the past? Stay tuned until the very end, because we're diving into the carbon-wrapped heart of this revolution. Before we reveal the secrets of Tesla's time travel technology, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay at the absolute forefront of the electric era. The contemporary global landscape is currently witnessing a tectonic shift that historians will likely record as the most significant industrial transition of the 21st century, as the era of internal combustion engines rapidly fades into the shadows of a new, electrified reality. This is no longer a fringe experiment or a trend for the wealthy elite. The electric vehicle, EV, has transformed from a niche concept into the fundamental priority of every major superpower on the planet. From the sprawling industrial hubs of China to the high-tech corridors of Europe and the massive markets of America and India, trillions of dollars are being poured into an infrastructure that seeks to permanently decouple human mobility from fossil fuels. Governments are aggressively incentivizing this shift through massive subsidies, and by the year 2030, we are looking at a world where the roar of a petrol engine will be replaced by the silent, efficient hum of electricity. In this high-stakes arena, where giants like BYD, Toyota, and Tata are fighting for every inch of market share, Tesla remains the undisputed pioneer, the company that didn't just join the race but actually built the track. Elon Musk's vision has always been about more than just selling cars. It's about establishing an entirely new ecosystem of energy and transportation. While other manufacturers are struggling to adapt their old petrol-based assembly lines to accommodate batteries, Tesla has been building from the ground up, treating the vehicle as a high-performance computer on wheels. But the true bombshell that has recently sent shockwaves through the industry is Tesla's introduction of a revolutionary new electric motor that utilizes a carbon-wrapped rotor. A piece of engineering so sophisticated that it effectively resets the standards for what an electric car can achieve. To the average observer, the term carbon-wrapped rotor might sound like a minor technical detail, but to a mechanical engineer, it represents the solution to one of the most frustrating limitations in motor physics. Traditional electric motors utilize metal components that are subject to immense centrifugal forces as they spin at high speeds. In a standard high-performance motor, as you approach 16,000 revolutions per minute (RPM), the metal parts begin to heat up, expand, and literally succumb to the physical stress of the rotation, which can lead to mechanical failure or a forced reduction in power to prevent a total meltdown. This physical ceiling has long limited the top speed and continuous power output of electric vehicles. However, by wrapping the rotor in a high-tension carbon fiber sleeve, Tesla has engineered a system that defies these traditional limitations. Carbon fiber is not only incredibly lightweight but possesses a tensile strength that is vastly superior to steel or aluminum. This sleeve acts as a structural cage, holding the rotor together with such force that it can rotate at speeds exceeding 20,000 revolutions per minute without expanding or losing its structural integrity. The implications of this breakthrough are absolutely staggering for the future of the EV market because it allows for a motor that is significantly smaller and lighter while producing more torque and power than motors twice its size. This reduction in weight directly translates to increased vehicle range and sharper handling, while the high RPM capability allows for breathtaking acceleration figures, with cars equipped with this technology reaching 0 to 60 miles per hour in a staggering 2 seconds. This isn't just about speed. It's about the efficiency of energy transfer. Because the carbon-wrapped motor operates with such precision and minimal thermal expansion, it wastes far less energy as heat, meaning more of the battery's power is used for motion rather than being lost to the environment. This efficiency is the miles-ahead advantage that Tesla now holds over its competitors, who are still trying to optimize heavy, traditional motor designs that require complex and expensive cooling systems to stay operational. Furthermore, Tesla's engineering philosophy has enabled them to reduce the reliance on rare earth metals in the construction of these new motors, which not only lowers the manufacturing cost but also streamlines the supply chain, making it far easier to scale production to meet the skyrocketing global demand. While the rest of the world is engaged in a desperate scramble for minerals, Tesla is using advanced materials science to build a more sustainable and profitable future. This motor is a masterclass in vertical integration, designed in-house, optimized by Tesla's proprietary software, and built in gigafactories that are themselves masterpieces of robotic automation. Tesla understands that in the coming years, only the companies that can innovate at the speed of light will survive the extinction of the internal combustion engine. By moving away from the petrol car with a battery mindset and embracing the pure EV architecture, Tesla has created a platform that is quieter, more stable, and more durable than anything Ford, GM, or even the Chinese giants can currently offer. This new motor is the heart of a vehicle that is no longer just a mode of transport, but a part of a wider AI-driven energy network. It solves the most persistent problems of the industry: overheating, limited top-end performance, and energy waste, all in one elegant, carbon-wrapped package. As we look toward the 2030 horizon, it is clear that Tesla isn't just winning the race. They are defining the very nature of the victory. The era of the carbon-wrapped revolution has begun, and it is a jump that has left the rest of the industry in a state of absolute disbelief. As we move into the middle of this decade, the global theater of electric mobility has transformed into a brutal battlefield where the crown of the EV king is no longer a guaranteed title for Tesla, but a fiercely contested prize between the American pioneer and the Chinese manufacturing juggernaut BYD. By the first quarter of 2025, the industry witnessed a historic shift as BYD officially overtook Tesla in raw sales volume, delivering over 1.7 million units compared to Tesla's 1.45 million, a statistic that sent shockwaves through Wall Street and the high-tech corridors of Silicon Valley. To understand how we reached this point, we must analyze the two radically different philosophies governing these empires. While BYD has conquered the market through a strategy of massive accessibility and vertical integration of battery supply chains, Tesla has doubled down on technological sovereignty, betting that superior software, artificial intelligence, and revolutionary motor designs will ultimately win the long-term war for profitability and brand loyalty. BYD's success is built on the foundation of the Blade battery, a lithium iron phosphate, LFP, masterpiece that is cheaper to produce and incredibly safe, allowing them to flood the market with affordable models that appeal to the middle class in China, Southeast Asia, and South America. However, Tesla's counterattack is not based on price alone, but on the 4680 cell revolution, a next-generation battery architecture that stores more energy, charges significantly faster, and functions as a structural component of the car itself. This 4680 cell is designed to work in perfect chemical harmony with the new carbon-wrapped motor we discussed earlier, creating a powertrain that is lighter and more efficient than anything BYD currently has in its arsenal. While BYD builds cars for the masses of today, Tesla is building a high-performance ecosystem for the future, where every vehicle is a walking data center, constantly feeding information into the most advanced AI training system on Earth. The true secret of Tesla's resilience, however, lies not just in the car, but in the machine that builds the machine, the Gigafactory. While traditional giants like Volkswagen and Ford are struggling to retrofit aging factories designed for the era of internal combustion, Tesla's Gigafactories in Shanghai, Berlin, Austin, and Texas are masterpieces of robotic automation and 3D megacasting. By using massive gigapress machines, Tesla can cast the entire rear and front underbody of a car as a single piece of aluminum, eliminating hundreds of parts, reducing weight by 10%, and cutting production costs by 40%. This level of manufacturing efficiency is what allows Tesla to maintain industry-leading profit margins, even while engaging in a global price war with Chinese competitors who have much lower labor costs. Furthermore, Tesla's direct-to-consumer model has completely bypassed the antiquated dealership networks that still haunt legacy automakers, allowing for a seamless digital experience where a car is ordered online and improved every week through over-the-air software updates. While a BYD or a Toyota might remain static from the day it leaves the lot, a Tesla is a living platform that gains new capabilities, better range management, and improved self-driving logic while the owner is asleep in their bed. This brings us to the most critical differentiator in the 2025 landscape: full self-driving (FSD) and the Dojo supercomputer. Tesla's vision-based AI system has now accumulated billions of miles of real-world driving data, a massive digital library that no other company can replicate because it is trained by millions of cars on the road simultaneously. Tesla is no longer just a car company. It is an AI robotics firm that happens to make cars, and this is where the gap with BYD becomes a canyon. While BYD is winning the volume game in the short term by selling affordable hatchbacks, Tesla is winning the intelligence game, preparing for a world of autonomous robot access that will eventually make car ownership itself a thing of the past. Even in the premium segments of Europe and North America, Tesla's brand image as a symbol of future thinking remains unshakable, attracting customers who see their vehicle as an extension of their digital life. As we look toward the emergence of the Model 2, a rumored $25,000 Tesla that will utilize the new carbon-wrapped motor and simplified 4,680 cells, the threat to BYD's dominance becomes very real. If Tesla can bring its superior technology down to a mass-market price point, the BYD volume advantage could evaporate overnight. We are standing at the edge of an era where the competition is no longer about who can make the most cars, but who can make the smartest, most efficient, and most profitable car. Tesla's global supercharger network, which is now being opened to other manufacturers, is the final piece of this industrial chess game, turning a former competitor's weakness into a Tesla revenue stream. The battle for 2025 is just the beginning of a decade-long struggle that will determine whether the world's transportation is controlled by the manufacturing might of China or the innovative spirit of Silicon Valley. The true genius of Tesla's long-term strategy lies in the realization that a revolutionary motor and a high-performance battery are merely the hardware components of a much larger and more ambitious vision that seeks to control the very energy and intelligence that will power the next century of human civilization. Because while every other automotive company on Earth is focused on the singular goal of selling a vehicle, Tesla is building a self-sustaining ecosystem where energy production, storage, transportation, and artificial intelligence work in perfect chemical and digital harmony. To understand the Tesla endgame, we must look past the carbon-wrapped rotor and the 4,680 cells and focus on the concept of vertical integration that extends from the sun in the sky to the tires on the asphalt, where products like solar roofs and Powerwalls create a world where a Tesla owner never has to pay a utility company for a single kilowatt of power again. This vision of total energy independence is what fundamentally separates Elon Musk from every other CEO in the industry, because it transforms the car from a liability that consumes fuel into a mobile energy storage asset that can actually provide power back to the home or the grid during peak hours of demand. As we move into the late 2020s, the most powerful weapon in Tesla's arsenal is not just its manufacturing speed, but its absolute lead in the development of real-world artificial intelligence through the full self-driving FSD program, which has now transitioned from a suite of driver assist features into a fully fledged autonomous brain. Unlike competitors who rely on expensive and brittle LiDAR systems and pre-mapped high-definition zones, Tesla's vision-based AI mimics the human biological process of seeing and learning from experience, using the billions of miles of data collected from millions of Tesla vehicles already on the road to train a neural network that grows smarter with every passing second. This data flywheel is an industrial moat that is nearly impossible for companies like BYD or Toyota to cross, because they simply do not have the massive real-world fleet feeding a centralized supercomputer like Tesla's Dojo, which is capable of processing visual data at speeds that defy conventional computing limits. This brings us to the ultimate goal of Tesla's manufacturing evolution: the robotaxi and the democratization of mobility, where the cost per mile of travel will drop so low that owning a private car might become a choice rather than a necessity for the average citizen in major metropolitan areas. By combining the extreme efficiency of the new carbon-wrapped motor with the durability of the 4680 battery architecture, Tesla is creating a vehicle that can survive the grueling demands of a 24-hour autonomous ride-hailing service, where a car might drive 500,000 miles in just a few years with minimal maintenance and zero fuel costs. This is the moment where Tesla's strategy of simplicity through engineering pays off, because a motor with fewer rare metals and no heavy cooling systems is far easier to maintain at a massive scale than a complex hybrid or a traditional internal combustion engine. Furthermore, we must consider Tesla's expansion into emerging markets where they are not just looking to sell cars, but to establish the very infrastructure of the future in regions like India, the Middle East, and South America by building a strong brand presence and a reliable supercharger network before local competitors can even get their prototypes off the ground. Tesla understands that the king of 2025 will not just be the company that sells the most units, but the one that defines the technological standards for the rest of the world, and as their direct-to-consumer model continues to disrupt the traditional dealership structures of the past, Tesla is proving that they are as much a retail and logistics pioneer as they are a car company. While the world watches the sales charts in China, the real victory is being won in the software updates that arrive in every Tesla owner's garage at night, adding new capabilities and improving safety features without the customer ever having to visit a service center. The story of the new carbon-wrapped motor is just the beginning of a journey that leads to a world where transportation is silent, clean, and incredibly intelligent, and where the machine that builds the machine becomes the ultimate product of the Tesla empire. As the competition struggles to catch up to the technical specifications of 2024, Tesla is already working on the breakthroughs of 2030, preparing a world where robotics and AI are as common as the steering wheel once was. We invite you to stay at the absolute forefront of this revolution because the era of the petrol engine is over and the era of the intelligent machine has begun, and in this race there is only one company that has already figured out where the finish line is. If you found this deep dive into the future of Tesla and the death of the competition valuable, then do not forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications because we are bringing you the most important updates on the EV revolution before anyone else does. The future is being written in code and carbon, and you are watching it happen in real time right here. Thank you for staying with us until the very end, and we will see you in the next episode of the Electric Era.